Sports Authority of India, Bangalore, and also he has published 16 research papers in international journals and 15 research articles in national and international conferences and seminars. During his college days, Sir has won the number of prizes in best physics competition, that is bodybuilding. So here, this is the a brief introduction sir. So that now I welcome Dr. Tilak Kumar BS sir for the presentation presentation. So I welcome on behalf of our College of Horticulture, Munirabad, Koppal, and also the University of Horticulture Sciences, Bagalkot. I welcome sir once again. So I hand over to sir. So please start the presentation, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Master. Thank you. And first of all, before starting my presentation, I would like to thank Dr. K.M. Indresh, Vice Chancellor, University of Horticultural Sciences, Bagalkote, and Dr. T.B. Alloli, Registrar, for their wonderful gesture given to physical education. And I congratulate Dr. Gangadharappa, Dean, College of Horticulture, Koppala, for the great start of FDP. And I thank Dr. Krishna Yadav, Organizing Secretary, and his wonderful technical team for their work so far. And yeah, starting with my presentation, I hope you people won't mind if I mix Kannada in between. Is that okay, madam? Is that okay if I mix Kannada and English in between?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Yeah, you can share the screen, madam, with the presentation PowerPoint.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sharing, sir. Sharing.
Okay, dear participants, today the topic is meal planning. Meal planning and the various stages of meal planning. Next slide, sir. Next slide, please.
Okay.
Yeah, dear participants and respected lecturers, I would like to present myself on the topic meal planning. So, as we know that there are many issues while understanding meal planning. First, we have to understand what exactly meal planning is and how do we understand this meal planning. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದರ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಮೀಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಮೀಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆಹಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಹಲವಾರು ರೂಪಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್. ವಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, liquid state and semi-liquid state. And as a part of this meal, we consume carbohydrate, fat, proteins, and different mineral ions and vitamins for our energy requirements. This energy expenditure, how can it be understood? The basal metabolic rate is there. That is the basic energy required for an individual just to survive. For example, we can conclude and we can explain it that as whatever the energy is required for respiration, for the blood circulation, for the digestion, for the movement, and for carrying the daily task. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಖರ್ಚು ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ, ರಕ್ತ ಪರಿಚಲನೆಗೆ, ಜೀರ್ಣಾಂಗ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ, ದೇಹದ ಚಲನೆಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಹಲವಾರು ದೈನಂದಿನ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಲು ಯಾವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬಹುದು, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. ಈ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ದೇಹ ಹೇಗೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as the transfer of energy from one organism to another organism. It is called as bioenergetics ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Usually what happens is we rely on two sources of energy. One is plant source and one is animal source. And we directly even rely on animals also for the food. For example, milk, like chicken, poultry or egg, something like that we directly consume, and energy will be directly transferred to the human body. And when this energy is transferred, it will be in the form of chemical energy, and this chemical energy is broken down and it will be used as mechanical energy. This is a basic science that everyone knows. Next slide, sir. Second slide, sir. Yeah. Whatever the energy is transformed into the human body, it will be in the form of energy. The energy, shakti ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ terms of calories, and this calorie is used in the body in the form of heat. ಶಾಖದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಹ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫಾರ್ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ 1 calorie, ಹೌ ಡು ವಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, 1 calorie ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ 1 kilogram, ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಲೀಟರ್, 1 kilogram ನೀರಿನ ತಾಪಮಾನವನ್ನ 1 temperature ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಾಖದ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನಾವು ಶಕ್ತಿಗಾಗಿ ಸುಡುವ ಒಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೈನಂದಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ವೆಚ್ಚವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ವಿ ಬರ್ನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕಾದ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಗೂಗಲ್. when you calculate your energy depending on your body weight, height or something like that, they'll give only an estimate, ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಅಂದಾಜಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ದಿನದಿಂದ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಏನು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ won't be same for every day. So it will keep on changing depending on our physical activities, depending on our like upcoming tasks. So it will be varying. Even it depends on your body weight also. So the calorie expenditure will be depending on your, especially it will be depending on your two main important factors. One is your body weight and one is your change in physical activities. Next slide, sir. Yeah, today we are going to learn how much we have to consume. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಸೇವಿಸಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಗುಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, how much proportionate we should consume food, and this what time we should consume. ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಆಹಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಸರ್. Okay, before moving on to the stages of meal planning, we have to understand the basic concept of meal planning. So first we have to understand that the energy expenditure depends on an individual height. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಎತ್ತರದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಆತನ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಮೇಲೆ. The energy expenditure depends on his age and his gender, ಪುರುಷ ಅಥವಾ ಮಹಿಳೆ. the body, ದೇಹದ ಗಾತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಸೈಜ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಕೆಲಸ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ದೈಹಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ, what kind of physical activity is involved in, and also it depends on the genetics and body composition. So all these things influence the energy requirement of an individual. Then if the individual is not okay, if he is not feeling well also, even it depends on the chronic stage of illness. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದೇಹ ಹದಗೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಹದಗೆಟ್ಟಿರುವ ತೀವ್ರತೆಯ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಅವಲಂಬಿತವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ವೆಚ್ಚ ಏನಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಕ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಈ 3 ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ 3 ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದ್ರೆ then the stages of meal planning will be very much easy. So next slide please.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Go on. I'm listening. Go on.
Sir, participants are asking in English. There are from other states, some
Okay.
Tamil Nadu, Gujarat. They are asking in English in live chat, YouTube live chat. They are asking for in English, sir. Please carry on with in English.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Can you, sir?
No problem. Yeah. No problem.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay, next slide, please. Okay, in this there are 6 stages what we have to follow when we are calculating the total energy requirement. First one is the determination of ideal body weight. That means we have to look into it what kind of ideal body weight is of an individual. Then we have to go with the second step, that is the calculation of basal metabolic rate for the 24 hours. The third step is computing basal metabolic rate for sleep. Even while sleeping also, you will burn some calories. You have to calculate that calories also. And the computing for physical activities, well, like depending on your physical activity, whether suppose if you're doing less like low intensity steady speed activity, the calorie burnt in your physical activities is entirely different than the like high intensity fit activity, like hit activity, high intensity like activities, they require more of energy expenditure. So depending on the physical activity also, you have to compute the total energy expenditure. Then it will come with the computing specific dynamic action of food. What kind of food you are having? Depending on that, you have to include that energy also into your total energy requirement. Then the last one is computing total energy requirement. That means the final stage will be the computing total energy requirement for that whole day. Next slide, please. We'll start with the slide 7. Yeah, this is the first stage of calculating the meal planning. The first stage is determination of ideal body weight. In determination of ideal body weight, we have two methods. I hope you people can see it very clearly. We have two methods. Could you please, if they are able to see, could anyone at least okay, let it be. I'll go with the method 1 and we'll go with the yeah. Thank you, Sridevi. I think yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Uh, we can start with the
Sir,
determination of the yeah.
sir, sir,
Really, sir. Hello.
sir, PPT is clear, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Then
sir.
it's okay. Thank you.
PPT is clear. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Please.
you talk it in English only, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
So the first stage of meal planning is the determination of the ideal body weight. In ideal body weight, we have taken two methods. One is Tannhauser method, which you are seeing now, and one more method is there, Fernando and NDAP method, which will be coming in the next slide. Okay. Then we'll get over with this slide, and I'll explain you with the next one. Suppose you keep that we have taken an individual or an athlete of 5 feet 4 inches in height. Okay, and we are going to convert his height into centimeters. It will be around 162.56 centimeters, and it will be 64 in inches. Okay, so we are going to convert this into kilos, like how many kilos the ideal body weight should be. First, what we'll do, I think you can see that to the left hand side, there is a formula given by Tannhauser, that is height in centimeter minus 100 into minus height in centimeter minus 100 into 10%. So we are going to calculate the round off. We'll make 160 centimeters. Will take this 5.4 individual as already an weight of 65 kilos. Okay, is actual. See, this is what I'm telling you about ideal body weight, but his actual body weight is 65 kilo. Okay, and we have to calculate what the ideal body weight should be. So when you follow the Tannhauser method, it will be 54 kilos. Okay, with the formula. I hope you can. I can give you 2 minutes time. You can calculate your own body weight with that formula, using your own body weight using that formula. Is it okay, Krishna sir? Hello.
They're using formula, sir.
I can give them the time, no problem. No, they can use the formula.
Yes.
Yeah, please. And dear participants, after the calculation, please let me know, please.
Please.
You can use the Tannhauser method, and you can calculate, and you can let me know whatever your body weight would be, like male or female, whatever it be. Please message me on the this one chat only.
Chat box.
Yeah, they can message around say.
Using this first
Tannhauser method.
Using this first formula. Yeah. Tannhauser method, participant can calculate their ideal body weight.
And they can flash it over a message.
Yeah. Please put it in the chat box itself.
Because there are 6 stages. Okay, all these 6 stages. That's why I made very small presentation. It's only a 7 slide presentation, 17 slide presentation. Okay, I think Jai Bharati Rao madam has replied 53 kilos. Madam, keep that 53 kilos with
Yeah.
you because there are another 6 stages where you can plan your meal like that only. Okay, one reply came that people are active. Okay, next slide, sir. Next slide, please.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Second slide, sir.
yeah, this is a eighth slide and second method. This in this second method, Fernando or NDAP method we call. They give a formula and it says that male ideal body weight will be around 50 kilos and for per inch over 5 feet you have to add up 2.3 kilos. Okay, this is a very simple formula for males and for females the ideal body weight will be 45.5 kilos and plus 2.3 kgs over the 5 feet. If you are over 5 feet, you can add up 2.3 kilos for 45.5 for females. You can calculate and you can message me in the chat box. No problem.
Okay. Dear participants, you can calculate the ideal body weight with the second method, that is Fernando or NDAP method. The slide is visible, I think. You can calculate the ideal body weight and keep it. Sir will
At
explain
the
afterwards the meal
yeah, at the end of the
planning
session, yeah, at the end of the session, you'll be
according to
able
the
to
weight.
calculate. Yeah, at the end of the session, you will be able to
Yes,
calculate
yes,
the
sir.
ideal meal
Okay.
planning method.
Dear participant, please. Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone you can message. You can
Okay, sir.
message so that's what I can continue. Anyone? You can use your own body weight. There is no need of using that given example. You can use your own body weight and you can calculate.
Dear, dear participants, please use your body weight, own body weight, and calculate. There is a separate formula for male and female. Anybody?
Okay, can I continue, sir? No problem. Okay, I think one responded. Dhanlakshmi, she is 50 kilos. Is given. Thank you, madam, so that I can like proceed forward. Sir, next slide, sir. I think like Sridevi will have
Yeah.
65.3.
Continue.
Okay. Thank you, Pushpa. I think yeah. Thank you, madam, for
Next
responding.
slide.
Thank you.
Okay, next
Okay,
slide.
next slide, please.
I will put.
Yeah.
Uh, is it second? Next slide, sir.
This is one second stage. Thank you. Now what we do after
Okay.
knowing the ideal body weight, now we'll move on to the calculation of basal metabolic rate. The basal metabolic rate, as I told you in the beginning, the energy which is required, very much required for our daily activities, for our blood circulation, for walking, for our breathing, for digestion, everything. We have to calculate that also. That will be the second stage of meal planning. So what we do, we'll use a different formula for male and female. So for male, it will be like 1 calorie. Okay, you have to listen carefully. 1 calorie per kg of ideal body weight. Suppose some lady has messaged that she has a 50 kilo body weight. Okay, 1 calorie. Okay, 1 calorie into 50 kilos. Okay, 1 calories into 50 kilos per hour. Okay, per hour into 24. That like that you have to calculate. Okay, it will be as per my example. I had given 54 kilo body weight. The ideal body weight what I have got in my presentation. So it will be like 1 calorie into 54 kgs into 24. Okay. You can calculate. I'll give you 2 minutes. You can calculate with your own body weight. It will be like 1 calorie for 54 kilos for 24 hours. This is for male. And for females, it will be like 0.95 calories per kg of ideal body weight into 24 hours. I hope it will be easy for you people to understand.
For male, 1 kilocalorie. For female, 0.95 kilocalorie per
0.95.
kg.
Yeah, whatever the ideal body weight they have
0.95
calculated
calorie per yes, per kg.
per kg into
A
24
simple
hours.
formula. It is a simple formula.
You can respond. If anyone has done it, you can respond in the chat box so that I can move for the next step. Yeah, very good. I think Dhanlakshmi has got
Dhannu Lakshmi
1,140. Shweta, yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Shweta,
You keep that calorie, so that would be your basic calories. That will be your basal metabolic rate. Okay. Next slide, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Lakshman is given. He has got around 1392. That's very good. This is a third stage. That means while sleeping also our body will work. That everyone knows that our basal metabolic rate will work during our sleep also. But we have to calculate that also in this. Okay. What we can do is we can subtract 10%. We can subtract 10% of calories per kg of body weight. That too, how many hours of sleep you just do in a like how many hours of sleep you'll get in a day. Suppose you assume that you'll sleep for 7 hours, so you put 7. You sleep for 8 hours, you can put 8. You sleep for 5 hours, you can put 5 there. Okay, the simple calculation, it will be like, what you have to do is you have to calculate 10% of the basic calorie BMR what you have calculated. Suppose your BMR was 1296, okay, and out of which you have to multiply with 8 hours, and with it you have to take out 10%. It's a very simple calculation it's there on the PPT. You can easily understand also. Subtract 10% of kilocalories per kg of ideal body weight into the number of hours you sleep from BMR, basal metabolic rate. Whatever the number you have got now, with that you have to reduce. No, it won't come 26. I think Sridevi, no, it won't come 26. Okay, 26, like you have to, the 26 calories, you have to subtract with the BMR. Yeah, 97.44. Okay, very good. That 97.44, Mr. Lakshman, you have to reduce it. I used to sleep for 5 hours, Mr. Sridevi. Okay. That means that you are sleep deprived. Okay, now you will get one. Okay, how many people have reduced the 10%? Okay, 1193. Shweta ji has answered 1193. Very good. Okay, if you have done with the third stage, can I move on to fourth stage? Yeah, sir. Can I move forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay, you can slide it. Okay, this is the fourth stage where we are going to compute. That means we are going to include our physical activities also. Here we have to be very, very careful. Okay, here we have to be very careful. It depends on what kind of activities you are involved in. Okay, like for example, I'm going to give you an example. You can take like activities are different. You can take the BMR rate. It is available on the Google. I have taken one BMR and one activity rate, and I'm giving you here. So suppose you're taking a bed rest it will be around 10% of the corrected BMR. That means whatever the BMR you have already computed by less than 10% from your sleep. And sedentary, suppose you are not doing anything, just going to the work and coming, you have to reduce, you have to subtract 30% of your BMR, corrected BMR. That means the basal metabolic rate, which you have taken out, already taken out 10%, that you have to reduce. Suppose if you're doing any kind of light, like light activity, suppose you're going for a walk in the morning, or you're going for a walk in the evening, you can take up 50%, because there is a formula. I think you can see that 75% of your corrected BMR on the screen. Okay, and if you're doing moderate activity means, suppose you are going hitting a gym for weekly 3 times, or you're a regular fitness freak, you can reduce 75%. Suppose if you're doing a very good intensive activity, suppose you're an active athlete, you have to reduce 100% of the corrected BMR. Okay, so I have taken 75%, because moderate physical activities is okay for everyone, as because of the COVID situation we are not into competitive situation, so we can take up 75%. So 0.75 into whatever the corrected BMR rate, that means whatever the corrected BMR rate you have already got, that will be your physical activity, that will be the energy expenditure for your physical activity. You can calculate that. Yeah, 894.75. Okay, that's good. Any more answers? Okay, 869.7. Okay, that's very nice.
869.7.
Anybody?
Raghu,
Okay, I think
894.
Raghu has given 894.2. Oh, very good, very good. That means you're a bit active. Very good. Anybody?
Please mute the phones, please.
Okay. Okay. After this we can move on to the fifth stage. Is that okay, sir? Krishna sir, can I move on to the fifth
Yeah.
stage?
Yes, sir. Fifth stage is ready. Slide is ready.
Oh, okay. Now we have to look into the dynamic action of the food. Okay, the dynamic action of the food, you have to understand that what we have to do is we have to take up the 10% of the sum of corrected basal metabolic rate. That means you have to add up everything. That is the corrected BMR plus your physical activity you have to calculate. Okay, for computing our specific dynamic action of food. Okay, for computing specific dynamic action of the food, we have to add up two. First one is the first computing or corrected basal metabolic rate, and you have to add up your physical activity. I've shown you in the figure that the body weight of 54 kilo, the corrected BMR rate was 1252.8 calories, plus his physical activity energy expenditure is around 939.6 calories. That will be around, and you have to reduce 10%, and you have to reduce 10% out of it. Please go through the slide and please go through the formula very carefully. 10% of the sum of the corrected basal metabolic rate plus physical activity, the calories used for the physical activity, you have to calculate, and out of that you have to take out 10%, and out of it you have to take out 10%. Yeah, very good. I think Lakshman has replied. He is a 251.5. That's nice.
Hmm.
Anybody apart from Lakshman? Anybody?
Okay, Lakshman sir has replied 251.5. Please put it in chat box. Arun, another 260.
260.5, good. Shweta, 208.775, that's also good. Yeah, anybody? If you've got this stage, I'll go to the next stage, the final stage, the sixth stage. I Okay, Sunil Sharma, 245.57. That's
Yeah,
nice, very good.
yeah. Sharma ji, 245.
I think Anjaneyulu, yeah, you got 205. Yeah, 208, sorry, 208. It's also good.
Yeah, Anjali, 208.5, sir. 5, sir.
Okay. Okay, now I'll move on to the next stage, the sixth stage. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, sir, you
May
can you
I
can you
put?
can display the slides now.
Yes, sir. Yes. Last stage.
Okay, this is the sixth stage where we are going to compute everything. That is the total energy expenditure of an individual or an athlete we are going to calculate now. What we are going to do is we are going to add up corrected BMR. That corrected BMR is the one, the BMR what you have got after 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 subtracting your sleep calories. Okay, when you sleep also you are going to burn some calories. You reduce that. Okay, you have got first number. The first number you have to add up plus physical activity plus your specific dynamic activity of the food, SDA. BMR plus physical activity plus your specific dynamic action of the food that you have to calculate. The formula is given very clearly. This is the sixth stage. Anybody? You have to add up, that's it. Whatever the issues you have calculated, you have to add up. I think like Shweta, 2296. Yeah, it's good. Anybody? It's very simple. I think like Sridevi, yeah. 2275, yeah. Doctor, okay. Okay, that's nice. Go on. Thank you, madam. Uh, See, this is a very, very important and very easy step. What you have to do is for the total energy requirement, you have to add up everything. Corrected basal metabolic rate plus physical activity, the calories which have been calculated for the physical activity and your specific dynamic action of the food calories. That you have to add up and you will get a number. That will be the total energy required for a whole day. That means the calories. Suppose you assume that you have got around 2411 calories per day. That is your total caloric requirement for that day. Now, what you have to do now? Hello, Krishna sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please go for the next slide, sir. Slide number 14.
Okay. Okay.
Next slide, please.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, like this, you have to now you have to specifically you have to look into the percentage of like how much you should consume, percentage of nutrients. For an active athlete or for a moderate individual, you require minimum of carbohydrates of 55 to 70% per day, protein 10 to 15%, fat of 20 to 30%. And now you have to convert this calorie, whatever you have got the number, into this percentage. Okay, as we know that 1 gram of carbohydrate will yield you around 4 calories of energy. The same with the protein also. Even protein will yield around 1 gram of protein will yield around 4 grams of energy. 4 calories of energy. And here, one tricky part is there. What does it mean? The fat will yield around 9 calories of energy. That per gram we have to look into it. Okay. For that calculation, what we have taken a percentage. We'll take a percentage now. Okay. For an elite athlete, we'll take it as carbohydrate 60%. So next slide, sir. Next slide, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. In this, I have clearly mentioned that carbohydrate will be 60%, protein will be 10%, and fat will be around 30%. This is for a person, for an very active individual who participates in daily physical activities, or an elite athlete, you can say. Okay, and please, whatever the total calories you have got, no, first you have to reduce it. Okay, I hope you can make out with the formula. 83 kgs. How come 83 kilo will come? I'm telling you to calculate with the calories. Okay. First you have to calculate the calories per. Please go through the formula once again. See, carbohydrate is 60%, protein is 10%, fat is 30%. Okay. Out of, suppose you keep it, my example I will give you. So this is for the example 55 to 70. This example, whatever the previous slide has told you, this 55 to 70% is ideal consumption of carbohydrate for a healthy individual, and protein 10 to 15%. Within that you can add up how much you want. Okay, depending on your physical activity. And fat 20 to 30% of the total calories. Okay, next slide, sir. Next slide, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay, in this example, I have taken for an ideal body weight of 54 kilos. Okay, the combination will be the carbohydrate will be 60%, the protein will be 10%, okay, the fat will be 30%. Okay, okay. The calorie what we have got, the total calorie what we have got, my example I'm giving you 2400 calories. Okay, into 0.6, that means 60% of the 2400 calories we have to calculate first. Okay, out of 2400 calories we have to take out 60%. That would be around 1447 calories. You please calculate yours. We'll go step by stage, no problem. I'll wait for you people. You go stage by stage. And for protein, I have taken in my example 2400 calories into 10%. That means you have to take out 10% of the 2400 calories. It would be, from my example, it would be around 241 calories. Okay. Fat 30%. That means out of 2400 calories, you have to calculate 30%. And later on, I'll let you know how it can be converted into grams. Anybody who has done already? Anybody who's already done? Yeah, I think like Madam Shweta, 345 grams of what? You have to mention. 345 grams of what? Okay, very good. 345 grams of carbohydrates. Very good. Then you please go with the protein and fat also.
The higher values are carbohydrates itself, sir.
Yeah, it has to come. Okay, thank you, madam. Carbohydrate. Good, very good. Please, madam, go with the protein and fat also. I'll tell you why the carbohydrates are used. I'll let you know. Because once the athlete is going to work out a lot, the best source of getting energy is through carbohydrate. That too, with a slow digesting carbohydrate is very best for the athletes.
Sir,
Okay,
in the
anybody who has done the calculations?
sir, in the YouTube link,
Yeah.
number of participants have responded there only. There also in the live
Oh,
chat
I'm
box.
really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Okay,
Really sorry. Put it.
no problem, no problem. I will put it afterwards in the discussion, sir. Hmm?
Please.
In the discussion part, I will
Okay.
take their name and tell the number, sir.
Please. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to like reduce my presentation in a very short way. So I thought like for the discussion, I'll give a very good time so that they can clear up the doubts. Okay. So this is the stage done. Now what we are going to do, I hope that you people have followed the calculations. What we are going to do is suppose that the 360 grams of out of 2400 calories. Okay, 1447 calories of carbohydrate you people have got. Now these calories have to be converted into the grams. Okay, it's very simple calculation. 1 gram of carbohydrate will yield 4 calories of energy. You divide that 1447 divided by 4, or whatever the number you have got there for carbohydrate. You divide that by 4. For the protein also, suppose you have got around 200 like 241 calories, you divide that by 4, and whatever the number you have got for the fat also, you divide it by 9. Be careful, if but for the fat you have to divide it by 9. Anybody got it? It's very simple. Once again, I'll explain you people. We have taken a formula of 60-10, I think like 77 grams of fat. Okay. Then what about carbohydrate and fat? This one, madam, protein, madam. Okay, 345 grams of carbohydrate. That's nice. What about protein? Protein. You have to calculate protein also. I think 58 grams of protein. Okay, that means that you are going very correctly. That's very nice. So now what you have to do is now that there is a critical stage of dividing the meal. Now you have got a number, but you're in a confusion that how many times you have to consume. That as Madam Shweta said, she got around 70 grams of carbohydrate. Now people will get scared. How do I consume that 70 grams of carbohydrate? Now you can divide that 70 into by 6 or by 5. That means by 6 meals or by 5 meals. Depending on your convenience, you can divide. Okay, you just divide the 360, whatever the number you have got, protein you have got. Suppose you assume that 360 grams of carbohydrate you have got, you divide that by 6. Okay, the same with the carbohydrate, sorry, with the protein and with the fat. You can divide those whatever the grams you have got into 6 or 5 meals a day. Okay, in between a meal, make sure or you just note it. There should be a gap of minimum 3 hours. Okay, there should be a gap of minimum 3 hours. Like that, you can calculate that. Between the meals, there should be a gap of 3 hours. Depending on that, you can divide that. And you have to tell me per meal how many grams of carbohydrate, how many grams of protein, and how many grams of protein you are going to ask. Now you have got a number. That means how much of carbohydrate you have to consume, how much of protein you have to consume, how much of fat you have to consume. Along with that, what you have to do is now you have to divide the meals. How many meals you have to consume. Okay, depending on your convenience, and a gap of 3 hours between the meal. Okay, keep that in mind, and just give me that. Give me a one statement that how many times you'll consume, and at one time how much you'll consume. You got the number? No, you can put it on the chat box so that I can understand that you people have got the number. I think like carbohydrate 4 times 86.
Yeah. Shweta ji has replied. Shweta madam has
Okay.
replied. Carbohydrate 4 times, 86.25 grams, sir.
I hope that Shweta madam, please reply. Will it be okay to consume like 4 times 86 grams 4 times a day? Is that okay for you? I don't think so. That will be too heavy for you. I don't think so. Yes, very good. Thank you. And that means that you're following it correctly. You're following the whole session correctly. Anyone apart from Shweta madam? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I hope you got through. I hope you got the whole thing. I think, sir, Lakshman sir, 68.2 grams of what, sir? I think carbohydrate or protein you have to mention. In between, I think protein. Yeah, good. For a healthy meal,
Protein.
yeah, you require that much of protein. Yeah, good. Okay, now while a little bit, I'll tell you about the fluid intake, how the fluid intake has to be done, and what should be the amount of fluid intake, because people will get confused. A lot of people ask me, sir, how much water we should drink. Okay, I'll tell you that it is very easy to understand. Sir, that is not in the presentation, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay.
okay. Healthy adult woman. Okay, this is a must. I'm telling you, healthy adult woman must consume. Okay, she must consume 9 cups a day, 9 cups of water a day. Okay, healthy adult men require minimum requirement. I'm telling you, 13 cups of water a day. Okay, this is very much basically very much important that you should consume more water. Okay, that too in between 3 hours what I have given you, that I told you that 3 hours of gap should be there. In that 3 hours of gap, you should consume, like you just assume that you'll be like awake for 13 hours. You can calculate like one hour, one cup you can have water. And first, how to know that you are dehydrated? The very basic thing is you just calculate your body weight before exercise and after exercise. Suppose if there is any change more than 2 kilos, okay, if there is any change more than 2 kilos, you assume that you're severely dehydrated. This is a very easy way to know that you are dehydrated. Okay, cup means how many ml. That's very good. That's very good. Now I'll tell you how many means. Like 2 to 3 cups will be around 2 to 3 cups will come around maximum like One cup will come around 6 to 12 ounces. You can have like 50 to 30 ml. 30 to 50 ml will be ideal for you. That would be the one cup, and you won't be like you won't feel like bloated. Your stomach won't feel like bloated. That is more than enough for you. 30 to 50 ml per glass you can have, no problem. Okay, now the session is open for queries. You can ask queries, no problem. Hello, Krishna sir. Hello.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They can ask questions now, no problem. Or else, on behalf of them, you can also ask, no problem.
No, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's time for the discussions, questions, clarification, sir. Dear
Yep.
participants, you can put a questions, or you can talk directly to the resource person, or you can put the questions in the chat box.
I'm sorry, I couldn't able to follow your this one, sir. Question. Sir, one more, sir. One more, sir. Lakshman, sir. What? Please, we can ask one more time, no problem. As far as my knowledge, the adult require 33 ml water per kg of body weight. Okay, 33 ml per kg of body weight for a normal human being, sir. What am I telling you is, in between the workouts, how much water you can have. How much water you can have in between the workouts. We're talking about meal planning and which is related to meal planning.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Tilak
Yeah,
sir,
sir.
I'm Chidanand.
Chidanand, ಹೇಳಿ. Please.
Can you explain about the loading of protein, fat, and water?
Yeah, it depends on the activity, the type of activity what you're going to
No,
follow.
before, during, after the competitions or workout.
Okay, pre-workout and post-workout meal you're asking, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, it depends on the activity. What we usually do, as being a bodybuilder, what we
If
usually
it is
do is,
activities more than 40 minutes.
okay, how much protein and how much carbohydrate has to be consumed. If the activity is going to be elongated
Yeah. So
beyond 43 minutes.
time.
You want the
So
exact
what?
time duration of consumption.
Yes, right.
Correct, no?
Yes, right.
Okay. What you can do is, it depends on the type of food what you're having. Suppose you're having a milk. Okay, it's a liquid food and liquid protein, right? Along with the food supplement, along with
Okay.
some protein shake. Okay. Suppose if you are having a large meal, you assume that he is going to have a large meal. Okay, that should be before the activity. 3 to 4 hours of gap should be there.
Okay.
Okay, one smaller meal. Suppose a snack. Okay, a smaller meal 2 to 3 hours before the activity.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Then the liquid supplement or a very small snack. Suppose a banana, around 100 ml of water, 100 ml of milk or something like that. That would be the ideal time would be 30 minutes to 1 hour before workout. 30 minutes to 1 hour before the workout. I hope you can follow that.
Okay.
Okay, as you said,
Yes.
if the activity is going to extend beyond
Yes,
43
sir.
minutes, if the activity is going to extend beyond 45 minutes to 50 minutes, what you can do is,
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay, if the activity is going to get prolongated beyond
I can.
beyond 45 to 50 minutes, what you can do is, between every 20 minutes, depending on the digestibility of the athlete, you can give 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrate. Okay, please understand me once again. 15 to 20 minutes in between that 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I hope you can understand. Suppose you're working out for 60 minutes. 60 ನಿಮಿಷ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, in that
Okay.
60 minutes you can divide into 3 sessions, 20, 20, 20. Okay,
Okay.
in the 20
Okay.
minutes, first 20 minutes, after that 20 minutes, what you can give 25 grams of carbohydrate. It might be in a form of lentils ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ you can give some kind of prepared carbohydrate you can give.
Okay.
ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು, ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್
Okay.
ಲೈಟರ್ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಅವ್ನ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್
Okay.
ಆನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ದ ಫುಡ್.
What about energy drink and sports drink?
Sir, energy drink are mainly made up of sugar, and they'll add up mineral ions as well as vitamins. Okay, even that too for endurance events it is very much different. Consumption of energy drinks and sport drinks are different. Even for strength it is different. I hope you can make out, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
For for endurance it is different. For strength it is different. For strength,
Yes.
what usually we prefer is we'll give them the hard food. That means some kind of like a milk bar, something like that. We'll give milk bar in the sense what we call it as a protein bar. Okay.
Okay.
For endurance athletes, it has to be in a form of liquid. Glycerate, you can give glycerate to them, or there are varieties of sports drinks available. Depending on the adjustability to the athlete, you can give, no problem.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions, dear participant? Please ask or put it in a chat box. Do you have questions here, sir? Tilak sir?
Sir, I was answering
Yeah.
Sivanand sir, I could able to answer them.
Okay. I will put a questions now, sir, from YouTube link.
Okay, no problem, please.
How much is 1 cup of milliliters, sir? How much of
1 cup
amount
of-
of water
Okay.
in a cup?
Oh, that's what I told you. It depends on the adjustability of the athlete to the workout. What I prefer is 30 to 50 ml is okay for an athlete to drink in between the workout, or for an individual to consume. For every hour, he can consume 30 to 50 ml of water, depending on his availability.
Okay, but depends upon activities.
Availability in the activity, because when he is sprinting, he can't consume more water. I hope you can make out. During endurance also, you can't consume more water.
Yes, sir. So another question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Hello, sir. Can I ask you one question?
Madam, please go on, madam.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Let's go ahead.
kindly explain the fluid intake during and post workouts? Like how much
Okay.
to consume fluids, how much gap to give between or before the workouts, during the workouts and post workouts, and what
For the
kind
liquid.
of fluids can be consumed apart from water?
Okay, apart from water, what all can be given in liquid, so that the recovery will happen in a very good way, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what
As
your
well
question.
as how much time gap we should give before the workouts, during workouts and after workouts.
Okay.
Should we give any time gap or not?
Okay. I hope you can hear me clearly. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam, 2 to 3 hours before exercise. Madam, let it be clear. 2 to 3 hours before exercise, it will be 2 to 3 cups of water. That will be 14 to 22 full ounces of water. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then 5 to 10 minutes before exercise, okay, 4 to 8 ounces. That means half to 1 cup of water as tolerated. That means he should be able to tolerate that water. Okay. There should not be any feeling of bloating or uneasiness.
Yes, sir.
Can you are able to make out, no, madam?
Yes, sir. And after
Okay.
the workout, sir?
Yeah, after the workout, that's what I'm coming. After the workout, 15 to 20 minutes intervals. Okay, not 15 to 20 minutes, only one session I'm telling you. 15 to 20 minutes intervals after exercise has begun. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can give 6 to 12 full ounces, or 1.5 cups.
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to make out now?
Yes, sir.
I think your this one has cleared. Doubt has cleared.
So anything apart from water, sir? Any other
Madam,
thing?
water is the best source. What is the best? One minute. Secondly, explain how much of amount required for an athlete to okay. Like how much of like what you can consume apart from water, what all you can consume, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Water is the best source actually. Water can be adjusted to the body very easily, madam. That is the first one. Second one, to get into the next edge, what you can do is you can add up directly. You can add up potassium and sodium. That means sugar and salt directly.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what you can do is suppose he's an endurance athlete. Endurance athlete, you can reduce the amount of water. Okay, and you can increase the nutrients inside. That means you can give a little bit higher amount of sugar and sodium, depending on the. That's why I tell you, depending on the tolerating capacity of the athlete. He's a well-trained athlete, no problem. You can aram say given around 3 to 4 spoons of sugar with a pinch of salt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is I'm telling you very cheaper
Okay,
one.
sir.
If you want to, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Madam has been cleared by some doubts. Now,
Okay,
I think in the chat, can you see the chat box? There are three questions here. I will read out.
Please read out, sir.
Mm,
Read out, please.
Neniti Ramchandra Rao, sir.
Please.
Kindly tell me how much amount of food required pre-workout, during
Okay.
workout, and post-workout.
Pre-workout food and post-workout food.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pre-workout,
Okay. Uh-huh.
during and post-workout, sir.
Okay, you have to tell me the activity, sir. Depending on the activity, we'll change the meal plan actually.
Yeah, that's what I will clarify, Ramchandra Rao, sir. It
Please.
depends upon the activity, sir. It depends
Yes,
upon
of
the
course, of course.
activity. Definitely depend upon the activity, type of activity. If it is high intensity training or a moderate or a low or a competition, what type
Very
of
true.
activity?
Okay. I'll explain it like that only.
Yes,
If it is a high intensity activity, suppose you're into a triathlon. You have to swim, you have to run, you have to cycle. Okay, you're into triathlon means we preferably give them liquid foods. Okay, it will be very much easy to understand, easy to digest, and it will be very easy to take it out. Okay, but it will be very much
yes,
easily
sir. Yes, sir.
assimilated to the body also as well. I hope you
Yes.
people can make out that. Okay, that would be around liquid supplement or a snack. That would be around 30 minutes to 1 hour before the workout. Okay, if he is asking for during workout, suppose हम लोग workout कर रहे हैं. Suppose we are pursuing with the workout. What should be given to an endurance athlete? Okay, every 20 minutes. I told Chidanand sir. I'm telling him also now. I'm repeating that also. Every 20 minutes break. Every 20 minutes break, you can give 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates fluids, carbohydrate mixed fluids, or anyhow like there are especially carbohydrate drinks available for this kind of highly trained athletes or highly endurance athletes. You can give depending on the adjustability to the athlete or assimilation to the athlete.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So one
Another
more
question,
question,
sir.
sir. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Adult required 33 ml of water per kg
Yeah,
for body weight. Is it true
yeah.
or is it right or wrong?
No. Is it correct? It is correct. Depending on different issues will come. Okay. I told you in the earlier of my presentation in the earlier this one pages I told that it depends on different issues. Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carry on, sir.
Okay, it depends on. See, I can't particularly say that the 33 ml is only required or 30 like more than 33 ml cannot be consumed. I can't say that. Why I tell you? Because whatever you consume in terms of calorie or whatever you consume in terms of micronutrients or macronutrients, whatever it might be, it depends on his or her age, okay, and height, his skin circumference, okay, then his body size, his working rate, and his whatever the like genetics, everything will depend on this. I can't say 33 ml is exactly correct, okay, and I won't deny that 33 ml is wrong. So this is the case. in terms of normal, see, I'll tell you one thing. In terms of fitness and nutrition, there is no normal. I'm telling you, it will always be average. There is no normal water intake. There is no normal physical activity. Nothing. There will be always average food intake.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for your clarification, sir. Sir,
Thank you.
another
Thank you.
question in YouTube link by
Please, please.
Srinivasati.
Yeah.
Explain carbohydrate loading during competition.
See,
Explain
carbohydrate loading.
carbohydrate during
Okay.
competition.
Okay. Carbohydrate loading is not. It is not there now. Carbohydrate loading was there before. What they used to do, or what we used to do as a bodybuilder, we used to load hell lot of carbohydrate. We used to load hell lot of carbohydrate. So that what we thought, this carbohydrate will be stored as a carbohydrate only, and later on during the competition, before competition, there will be a one pre-workout will be there for us for posing. Before posing, we'll work it or workout, and then we'll go and then we'll go for a posing. What we used to think that this carbohydrate will be used as a source of energy, and yeah, we will look ripped. But in that case, it won't happen like that. For me, it won't happen like that. What you can do is, for a carbohydrate loading, for an athlete, for an endurance athlete, or a middle distance athlete, or for a sprinter, what you can do is, you can divide the whole session of carbohydrate loading into the two different days. Okay, I hope you can follow it. Suppose you assume that today is 15th. 17th you have a competition. From 15th only you can start loading carbohydrate stage by stage. I'm telling you, stage by stage. Please make a note of it. Stage by stage, not by hour. What people will do, they'll indulge the athletes with the carbohydrate. Okay. Suppose one wrong move will lead to the diarrhea. Okay, loose motions will happen. Whatever the energy will be stored already, it will be lost also. So don't get into carbohydrate loading. What you can do is, you can use different forms of carbohydrate, and you can replenish yourself. Okay, don't starve yourself also. Some people will do, they'll starve themselves with the protein and fat. They'll indulge themselves with the carbohydrate. They engulf carbohydrate, and they think that carbohydrate will do everything. I'm telling you, the carbohydrate loading is not up to the mark nowadays. You need everything. You need proportion of protein also, proportion of fat also, proportion of other micro minerals also, sorry, micronutrients also. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying that question, sir. Sir, another
Yeah.
question from Umesh Muktamat, Agriculture
Please.
University, Dharwad.
Please, sir.
Banana is better in glycogen loading. Banana fruit, that is banana, is
Yeah, I know,
better
sir. I know.
in
Plantain. Yeah.
glycogen loading.
Yes, sir. It
Yes,
is very
yes.
much good in loading carbohydrate. Even it is a method of loading carbohydrate. But the problem is, banana will be very much enriched with potassium and sodium. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
okay. So the sodium and potassium, what they do is, usually the potassium will be used for the muscular contraction. Okay, the sodium, what it will do for the assimilation of sodium into the body, you require more water. It will make you more thirsty. Okay, there are chances of getting more water into the body. It is called as hypernatremia, not hypernatremia. That means the more of water, the more nutrients will be diluted. Okay, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can.
Yeah, the
Yes, sir.
nutrients will
Yes,
be
sir.
diluted, and nutrients will be diluted, and the supply of the assimilation of nutrients to the required muscle will be delayed. Again, it will be a problem. So you have to look into it, how much sodium and potassium is required for that person, depending on the body weight. Okay, and depending on the type of activity. You can give, no problem.
Sir, you already presented that from ideal body weight, type of activity, you have
Yeah.
given all the calculations for the
Mm.
participants.
Yeah.
From that calculation, you have to plan meal planning. That's what.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
another
Please.
question: lemon is better for competition or not? Lemon juice, or
It
I
is
think lemon juice.
It is good actually. It is good. Lemon is good. But the thing is, how much you should consume, that you should know. A lemon, or we can say that vitamin C, like what kind of consumption you should have, that you should know. The amount of consumption will make hell lot of difference. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
I can deliver like how the this one works. Vitamin C will work. Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
A
sir.
time is there, no, sir. The time is
Okay,
there.
sir. No, no, time is there. No, no problem.
Okay, okay, okay.
I will give one suggestion for all the physical education teachers and all the teachers. I saw a number of athletes putting a lemon in their mouth or a
And they are
kerchief in
running.
their mouth and try to run. It's olden days of doing storing of energy. It's I think a bad way of practicing. Hmm? Isn't it, sir?
Yeah, very true. Now I'll let you know that how the vitamin C is given to the body. What people think is having a lemon juice, or as you said, keeping a lemon piece in a mouth and running will help them with the vitamin C loading. No, it won't happen like that. There is a recommended amount. I think you people have heard of that National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad. Okay, we have an institute for a recommendation of these kind of micronutrients and macronutrients. Okay, you have to look into that. Please visit. Once again, I'm going to tell you, please visit the website of National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad. That help you in a greater way. Okay, from birth to the 6th month of the human body, you need 40 ml. Okay, from the birth till the 6th month, a baby requires 40 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Okay, from 7th month to 1 year, you require 50 ml per day. Okay, and 1 year till the 3rd year, when the child reaches from 1 year to 3rd year, it requires 50 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Okay, and from the 4th year to the 8th year, it requires 25 milligrams per day, and from the 9th year to the 13th year, it requires 45 milligrams per day. Here, there is no gender difference. From the birth till the 13th year, there is no gender difference. 40 milligram, 50 milligram, 15 milligram, then again 25, 45 will come. Okay, when the child attains the age of 14 till the age of 18, for boys it would be recommended to have or to consume 75 milligrams of vitamin C per day, and for girls 65 milligrams per day. Hello, sir, are you following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
the
sir.
for the for the adults, like you and me, suppose I'm around 40. For the adults like you and me, we have to consume. Kindly note, we have to consume 95 milligrams per day for males. For females, it would be around 75 grams of this one, like vitamin C per day. Per day, I'm talking about per day milligrams. Not please kindly make a note. Not grams, milligrams, mg. Okay, milligrams. 95 milligrams
Yes,
per
sir.
grown
Yes, sir.
adult, 75 milligrams for woman. Okay, suppose you assume that someone is smoking. People won't ask, sir, I'm smoking, man. I just smoke. So how much I should consume? You have to add up 90 grams, 90 milligrams plus 35 milligrams for those who smoke. Okay, and for the women who are
Yes,
pregnant, they should
sir.
consume, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the
Tell me,
women who
sir.
are yeah, the women who are pregnant, they should consume 85 milligram per day, and the lactating women, they have already given birth and they are breastfeeding. They should consume
Okay.
minimum 120 milligrams per day. Because why I tell you, vitamin C is the only mineral in the body, or jeevasatva ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Vitamin C is the only vitamin in the body which helps to store calcium and phosphorus in the bone. If you are consuming less of vitamin C, that you are prone to more of bone brittleness, or else you lose more of calcium. So you are not supposed to ignore the consumption of vitamin C.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anything else, sir? Anything else?
Yes, sir. You have given a wonderful explanation about the food, what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat with our calculation, sir. It's a simple calculation. If the formulas are is given, formula was given. So a nice presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Any questions? Any questions? I am seeing in YouTube also. I have in YouTube. Okay, now it's time for the winding up the session, sir. Thank you on behalf of College of Horticulture, Munrabad, Koppal, and University, behalf of organizers also. I thank you once again, sir, for wonderful sharing of your knowledge, clarifying the doubts of each and every participants with the practical knowledge. Very nice sessions. I think in the chat box and YouTube, we are appreciating your explanation and your knowledge, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Actually, I should thank you that
Yes,
you
sir.
people have
Tell me,
given us
sir.
a. Yeah, I should thank you actually that you people have given us like youngsters a very good platform to speak. Actually, thank you, Krishna Yadav sir,
Yes,
and
sir.
I would like to thank your dean also for a
Okay.
wonderful for a.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
sir.
my pleasure to give a talents. Yeah, I am
It's a pleasure, sir. It's
giving
a pleasure to
a
present myself. Yeah,
yes,
it's
sir.
a
Yes, sir. I
pleasure
have
to
given a
present.
number of support.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's a it's
Thank you,
a
sir.
it's a pleasure, sir.
Okay,
It's a
sir.
pleasure
Thank
to
you.
present myself. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all, sir.